All right. Let's start her up. If we click through here and zoom in a little bit, scroll through, we can see all kinds of fun work we've done in the past. Designing Legend of Zelda fan art, lighting it, finishing it, making it look awesome, and moving on to the next one. It's fun to see all the progress. And this is a time of year that is very busy for me socially and with family obligations. Less so with work. Work is not as intense in the end of the year period, which is good, but still we are in a constant battle for persistence. I almost like this version better than anything else. I have to think about why. Yeah, we're nearly there. Huh. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we're in the final finishing zone of this. I have to be very aware of what's left to get finished, and I made a list. Where's that list? Here it is. Okay. Put that there for now. All right. First thing is cut lines literally everywhere, and I really mean like edge lines like this that cut into the form to show the overlap. It's super important. Fix the link hat overlap. Yeah, I can do that real quick right now. Just like right here. It's just big. His hat is too thick or something like that, right? Anyway, one by one. We can tweak these notes. Blur the ridge line between Link and the main Tektite, and that's this line. I agree. I think I have a blur tool somewhere. Why are all these all over the place? What the? Okay. Whoa. That's cool. What is this? A dissolve? It's a smudge diffuser. That's cool. I like that effect. Blur. Here we go. Not bad. It says lighten the top of the main boulder. That's this thing. So it's less cut out. Yeah, and to integrate it more into the scene, for sure. So that's the color. Add a bunch of light to it, and then a lot more red and a little green. That should be enough. Same deal here. Something I'm curious about is this area on Link's hand. It's unintentionally weird. What the heck is going on? Something weird with my audio. In my headphones, at least. Okay. I have here that Tektite 3. This guy can recede more somewhat. Let's look at that. I think that did it okay. And now I want to reduce the lava glow on that guy, which is here. And we can just reduce that. And that feels a little more coherent. Knocking these off one by one. Upper clouds can have more contrast. feels closer, but there's a lot of saturation here, so let's take that down. Here's the dragon. Okay, so that feels about right. Upper clouds, upper contrast. Yes, done. And I even like seeing the brush strokes again. Stuff doesn't have to be perfect. People like seeing stuff like that, I think. Less busy with the particles near Link's feet, I agree. Yeah, they're like everywhere. We don't quite need to be like that. Hi, Corey. Good morning. I've made a little to-do list of things to finish this piece, so it's like it's not exactly a checklist, but it's over here. And one of them is, because the last time I streamed, I added all these particles, but I went too far with it. It's just normal. Normal to overshoot and pull back. I'm good, how are you? I'm a little tired, but it's early in the morning. How are you? I'm excited to see if I can get this close to done. I'd like to finish it today and post it tomorrow. You're good, a little tired, yeah. Okay, so less busy in the particles near Link's feet. That's done. Less pink in the lava behind Link's head. So I don't see it very well on my monitor up here. But down here, I see a lot of pink, like right here. And that's not necessarily bad, but... I wonder if I can use this tool here. He said, I'm thinking of playing the game Shadow 2005 to beat it because I saw the movie Sonic 3 and I can't wait to see Shadow's own movie and Sonic 4. Okay, good. I'm glad the Sonic Cinematic Universe is satisfying. That bodes well for my future as a video game movie adaptation specialist. Yeah, you should beat Shadow 2005. I'm not aware much about that game, but that sounds like a worthy goal. I don't know if I love what I've just done. What if I go back and undo it all and then just reduce the... I'll just colorize it, take it into Photoshop. Amy's design in the post-credits post-credit scene was badass. Interesting. Well, no spoilers. Okay, here we can balance? Is it here? Here, I'll just colorize it. There we go. Hey, Sextra. Good morning. Something like right here. You really like the references from the game Sonic Adventure 2. Is that different than Sonic 2? Sonic Adventure 2? I didn't play the, so I was a Nintendo kid, which is like, back in the day, that was the difference between like, I mean, it still is, well, I don't know, like, Nintendo, most families didn't have two game systems, like it was not really like that, so for whatever reason. Granted, they were expensive, but not that expensive. Would have made sense to have two consoles. These days, people are like, yeah, you just get two things. And of course you do. It makes sense. Back then, it seemed like, well, you couldn't possibly, no family could possibly justify having two game systems. And it was like, no, that was bullshit. But anyway, I didn't have a Sega. I had the Nintendo. So, you know, the Sonic stuff was something I would play over at my friend's house, pretty much only. And so I don't have a lot of experience with it, but but I still enjoyed it when I did, and then the music for the Sonic games are awesome. And I listened to here. Here we go. Sonic and Chill. This is the one. The movie is based on the game, but the story's a bit changed. Yeah, exactly. They have to change video game plots to have it make sense for movies or television. They are not one-to-one. Different mediums, slightly different audiences. Okay, so this is done, or that little note is done. Less pink in the lava behind Link's head exploding. Bring it back in here. Now, one thing I did the other day was I made a flop of the image. What? Oh my god. No. Oh, that's so dumb. Accidentally delete something as I'm demoing it. Okay. So if we do an image rotate, but the CGI was super cool and small details and Keanu's voice and shadows perfect. Well, I'm good. I'm glad he's a decent voice actor. Everybody loves Keanu. So if we flop this, we sort of get to see it with fresh eyes. And it's cool. it takes an adjustment to sort of feel like, oh, wow, that's super jarring. But given the fact I hadn't flopped it until yesterday anyway, I'm glad it works as well as it does. One thing that's sort of interesting is I feel like this sort of juts out a little bit too much, or is a little too attention grabbing. We can knock that back a bit. But I was thinking we could add a second sort of soft background ridge line. It sort of goes over here. It'll help balance it out. It'll balance out the composition a little bit. And I think it'll make it look really cool. It might even make the mountain look more imposing. So that's cool. So let's do that. All right, later. Bye, Corey. You should work on those drawings. Do another Sonic drawing. All right, let me see here. Oh, where's this mountain? Okay, cool. So further back, how is the flip? I flip constantly when drawing. I sometimes forget the original direction. Yeah, I never... Oh my gosh, sorry. So in storyboarding, you can't just flip things arbitrarily in a composition without screwing up screen direction. So I really... sort of work without, we call that a flop, actually. Yeah, because if you're like, oh, you know, you flip, and like you said, you forget the original orientation. It completely changes the orientation of the room and the story, right? It's like 1 minute they're exiting the door, and the next minute they're entering the door. It's not really like that, but you want to keep things in visual continuity. Does that make sense, right? Okay, so check this out. But the flop was, dude, sometimes you do something like that and it's like eye-opening how bad it is. You're like, dear God, what have I done? It's ruined. It can be easy to like get really in the weeds about stuff like that, you know? A little bit darker. Darker. There, now it can actually be seen. Whoa. I think waiting for a while for a flop is good. I flip so much sometimes it isn't as effective. I agree. Yeah, so I do try to do it before like I finish off a piece. I try to remember to do it. And when I don't remember to do it, I regret it, because it is like really an effective way of like spotting, like, damn, I didn't notice that and I should have, you know? You don't want to be like ignorant of obvious stuff that needs to change. But I also agree that like it's not going to be effective if you do it constantly. And I think there's a concept of like over-reliance on it. I know I've seen tutorials where, and he's a brilliant artist in my opinion, but is it Dave Raposa? You know, brilliant concept artist, but I think he, there's something a little bit better to have, like if something is too balanced, it is settled. Can be somewhat arrested. There's something about distortion and error that can add interest to a piece, right? Okay, so I think that was effective. Just that little bit. Like I've added it in. I don't hate it. That's starting to look cool. So it is looking cool here. We need to get a better sense of the Tektites silhouette. It needs this guy needs to get darker, and the background behind him just a little bit more. Like the silhouette on Link reads great. The silhouette on this guy doesn't read perfectly yet. I'm gonna soften this crazy ridge a little bit so it's not so, because it looks right now, because it was done with a different tool. I guess it doesn't matter, but or maybe I can just go draw into it. It's so funny because it's like the tool I use at a granular level, because you can see like it's kind of pixely. So that's too smooth, right? It's not a big deal, but I don't want to make it. For me, I notice stuff like that, at least in my art and other people's art. Like if you switch a tool arbitrarily for something where it doesn't make sense to switch it, the effect can suck a little bit, you know? I like the tools that I use, so I don't mind having these sort of jagged artifacts. It's part of my distinctive style. But now it's too eye-catching, so maybe I'll blur it out. In a new drawing program, some actual neat tools. So I'll be learning how to draw for a while. Oh, that's funny. What is the program? There we go. I can just blur it out a little bit like that. Looks awesome. Infinite Painter for Android. Interesting. The Sketchbook is a cool program. I'm glad you're trying Infinite Painter. It's so funny because I'm like, oh yeah, I tried that once, and it was like, it's weird to think that like the iPad is like 15 years old, right? But it kind of is. And, you know, just because something, you know, because Infinite Painter's probably been around 10 years or 12 years. So I'm like, oh yeah, I tried that the other day. And I'm like, no, I tried that like a decade ago. So I don't know. I'd use Krita, but the UI isn't as nice as Infinite Painter. Interesting. Yeah, the interface for Krita is takes some getting used to. You can see I'm still not using it, but I want to. I want to get used to it. But yeah, it's not necessarily a perfect program. But you know, what are you gonna do? Demand your money back? You can see I'm just reducing the contrast on this just a little bit. Uh-huh. One thing I did earlier that I'm not sure you saw was I used this smudge diffuser to especially here where like the air is exploding. I used a diffuser tool and then a blur. Did I do wrong? Why is it adding white? I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know why it's doing that. So, never mind. Maybe I can find a different smudge tool. Soft diffuser? That's a little better. Alright, yeah, no worries. Oh yeah, for sure. I probably won't go too long. The day is getting on. Okay, I think that add deep ridgeline in the background where it needs it, practically the whole way. Yep, did that. Darken the main Tektite. Really think it's just a matter of adding some gas behind it. Tektite gas. This has so many layers. At some point, the game is, or the the program is going to start kicking up fits, but so far it's hanging in there. Hey, new chatter. That's pro stuff here. Thank you. I'm a professional illustrator, only a fledgling concept artist, trying to learn. But thank you for the compliment. KMDGAPT. Miyoho, always drawing with quality music. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, the Sonic and Chill. I must plug Sonic and Chill. The Sonic and Chill playlist is soundtrack of the year, in my opinion. The other day, I guess it was yesterday, I streamed and I thank you, KMD. The other day I saved my VOD and I uploaded it to, or I went to save my VOD and I saw that it got DMCA flagged on one of the Zelda tunes I was playing, and I was like, I couldn't believe it, because previously I had used that to stream and then it wasn't getting flagged, and I don't know what the deal was. But it's an injustice. It's an injustice, and I will do nothing about it. Here, let me do something real quick. Where do we have it? Here. Okay, at Sextra's no longer in the chat, they're off doing stuff, but I have added a link tree to my ever-growing list of things that people can follow me on. Because this is just part of a series, and if you like the Zelda art, try to be ever present on the socials. Hey Hey was the song one of the Game Chops? It is Game Chops. Yeah, funkfiction.game chops. I'm not really here. I'll never hesitate to, I owe a lot to these creators. So right here it says Game Chops, X Funk Fiction, you know, whatever. They're in collaboration, let's say. Oh, the one that got DMCA'd? No, I don't think so. It was I think it was off of it was either like Zelda's Lo-Fi Kingdom or Lo-Fi Leah or something like that. And it wasn't one that, like, not all of them got DMCA'd. So I think there was an error. I just think I think I could have appealed it, but at the same time, I don't want scrutinous eyes, and I certainly don't need to. There's like a trillion other. Luckily for us, there's no shortage of really cool options for music out there. Nintendo can be a bit tough. I don't think it was so you can see kind of what I'm doing is if I turn off, you can see how just this one little layer can help that silhouette read better on the Tektite. I've had unfortunately, a lot of the Zelda tracks, even the official ones from Ocarina of Time, they do get muted. The problem with that is I'm talking over this stuff. So if I'm talking and the audio gets muted, then the whole thing is, well, it's not the whole thing, but it's just this big empty audio space on the VOD, and it confuses me. Like, I don't know, it's disorienting. And so yeah, it's a little painful to add gas that sort of depletes the detail of what's going on in the background. So what I'm also going to do, this lava glow is helping with that. But if I cut it down to like, here, and then I just take the time to actually darken this manually, like in Photoshop, that'll work great too. So let's do that real quick. But Sonic and Chill has yet to disappoint, so you're working on an NDA piece. Okay. Pre-art test, which I know isn't ideal. Well, it's all, we've all done it. Lamp says, I would like to make a Zelda joke, but I don't want to try and force it. Oh my gosh. So I got a cool... My wife loves me. She got me a cool Zelda shirt and a Zelda sweater. And I should be wearing it now. Should try it out. Here, I'll go put it on. I'll be right back. You found that joke. Found that joke too. Found it hilarious. Let's see here. Cool. Zelda merch. There we go. I like that it's a little understated. Yeah, it's black. Let's see. Oh, it's soft. It's nice. Blue steel. All right, perfect. Worthy. It is a worthy addition. Yeah, some cool Christmas loot. Okay. So back to this. I'm into Minecraft and there's a bridge from Zelda I want to do. Oh, that's cool. Speaking of game to movie adaptations, are you excited, trepidatious, anxious about the impending Minecraft film? We love Photoshop's ability. We hate Adobe, but we love Photoshop's ability to more or less painlessly. Yeah, there we go. Like right there. You're more or less meh about it, yeah. I don't blame you. I'd be a little meh myself. Cool. So here. So I don't know what to think about the Minecraft movie. I think I don't know. I don't have any insider knowledge. What tends to happen though with that's a kind of what they're probably going to do is I know that technically like there are novels about Minecraft and there are like plots available, but I'm not sure what they'll probably do is they'll say, okay, we don't know how to adapt this game that has lots of interesting plots, but none of them seem to be able to be adapted to film. Strange to see real people in Minecraft. I think that's the issue, as they're like, we're not going to go. I just think it's so dumb. They're like, well, let's see, this game that has 100 million active players every day, that's made billions and billions of dollars, and is beloved for almost generations now. What should we do? Well, let's pretend that no one's gonna watch it unless there is some sort of celebrity in it. So let's pick all the celebrities we can get. Is The Rock available? No? Okay, then call the other guy. Oh yeah, Jack Black is in all these other adaptations. People think he's funny, right? And it's like, and I like Jack Black, or at least I used to. I don't know if I like him anymore. He's just in everything. He doesn't even bother now to like. They don't know who their target audience is. They want it to be a blockbuster. They say, okay, well, we'll just give it the blockbuster treatment. So we're gonna treat it like everything else that needs to be, you know, essentially it looks like it's going to rip off the, not a rip off, but they're going to sort of more or less force it through with the formula that they used for the Jumanji films or something like that. Feels like a cash grab. I agree. Getting some deja vu right now. Had we talked about this? It's interesting. I don't know if it's broad knowledge, but I worked on a Minecraft commercial that had that Melissa Benoit chick, the Supergirl. You didn't know that? Well, now you will learn. Here's my attempt to quickly find. Boy, my hard drive that I keep my archives on is that's not a fast drive, that's a slow drive. Wow. Okay. Let's click here. This is just a smattering. Okay, yeah, this will be fun. Okay, we'll just click through this a little bit. Here we can see. I don't know if I can make this big without screwing things up. But here she is. So this is what I do for my real life work. If I make this big, will it stay? No, of course it won't. Okay. Okay, so sorry to say I can't make this much bigger, but the... Or no, I can figure this out. Let me figure this out. Bring it into bridge. Here we go. Okay, this is probably as big as we can get it. But this was one of hundreds of scenes. Like, this was a project where, at least in this case, I knew that the director played Minecraft with his son, so he was versed in the appeal, which is sort of like, you do your own thing. You know, Minecraft is what you make of it. It's almost like a SimCity. You know, you build a world. There are things that happen and challenges, and you know, but it's not like a linear thing. There's not just one solution to your problems, and there's tons of exploration and discovery. So that sense of wonder and discovery was something we knew we had to bring to the commercial. Now, I had never played Minecraft, so this is the danger: is the people who work on films and projects don't necessarily understand them from a fan's point of view and understand what a fan wants. But that said, we have a job to do. The director did a good job, though, so he was able to sort of come up with interesting ideas. You can see, so this, I had to draw a girl, and we didn't know who was going to be cast in the role, so I had to sort of draw her generically as some sort of... I look at her now, and she's sort of, what is that, Fiona Flowers, whatever, the girl from Scott Pilgrim. This is sort of like a gamer punk goth chick, and then there's like Minecraft guys come in and they all start dancing, but like, you know, the Minecraft guys are Minecraft guys. You know, there's some sort of interesting musical number. They zoom out from the Minecraft world. It rotates around to find, you know, the Minecraft logo. You know, it's one of the many types of things I have to storyboard. So you can see that's kind of a cool thing. It's just one of several scenes. I wonder if there's... It was a fun project. Okay, so here's some more concept stuff. It was sort of like, what kind of dance numbers could they get up to? Could she switch into Minecraft armor that you know, doesn't feel too out of place? Here they spin her around. She's in a different configuration. Yeah, lots of neat ideas. went on and on for like, I don't know, 2 weeks. You know, I mean, let's look at, if I just type Minecraft movie, what are we going to see? It's like hitting all the tropes. Is this Jason Momoa? I can't tell who that is. It is. It's Jason Momoa. What happened to that guy? It's just, this stuff doesn't make sense to me, like visually. Like, who dressed these people? They all just sort of like are reading as though fever dream. Like, he's got a beard and Jack Black's got a beard. Like, why do you do that? Why do you, I don't understand why they have to have both of. To me, it's weird to have like two visually, like, obviously Jason Momoa and Jack Black are not that visually similar really, but like they're not. Why do you hire like Jason Momoa to be like, he can be funny, sure, so let him be funny, but Jack Black is also there to be funny, right? These two look like they're brother and sister, so I hope they're brother and sister, because if they end up being interested in each other as romantic partners, that's a very strange thing. Can't tell how old they are. Khal Drogo fell so far. He really did. Like, what? Like, he needs to be in the, I don't know if it was like drugs or alcohol or all the above, but he needs to be in like one of those PSAs, like, that used to be me. No, I'm like this. Don't do drugs, kids. It's like, oh man. Everything I see is just them standing. And this is the problem with green screen movies, is they're just standing. Maybe something will happen, but it's like all their expressions are all the same. They're all just like, huh? What are we looking at? They're just like not integrating into anything. It's getting shredded in the CG circles for all the bad comping. The stuff that, we talk about here, just like, you need, could they have done a better job? I don't know, it just doesn't feel like they're in the same space. They're in the same space as each other, but not the same space of the environment. Like, wouldn't there be like a lot of green bounced light coming up with the sun brightly hitting all the green all around them, Spoiler, it will be bad. I want to know how bad it will be. The lighting is really weird. Yeah, they're getting dragged, and maybe it's like, the way this stuff goes is, of course, the marketing company wants to like rush out a trailer when the stuff isn't ready. Movies and entertainment, all of the incentives are all wrong sometimes. It just feels like it's working against its own interests. This is looking close. Now I'm wondering if I can or should lighten up some of these other areas, but I think it's okay. Let's look at our list. Let's see what else is left. All right, it's nearly 8 o'clock. I need to basically finish up in a second. So we may not finish this in the next minute, but Netflix is actually doing decent without it. Ooh, extra. Look at my cool sweater. Got a Zelda sweater. Not the best, but they actually, thank you, actually invest in their custom sets. I mean, are you referring to like the One Piece? Yeah, real merch. It's good. I'm probably, well, you know what? Here, I'm going to save this. Let's bring it all back into Photoshop. That's artificial. Here we go. I want to darken these Tektites too. Avatar was really bad, yeah. I watched a critique on it. Where it was pointing out, like, why are you doing it this way when the cartoon did it so much better and you could have literally just copied it? Right. There's this sort of, like, savior complex that, I think that's it. It's just sort of like Hollywood. I don't know if it's like a Hollywood thing, but it's just sort of this very sort of arrogant kind of savior complex that, like, well, this little video game is growing up. It's ready for the big time. But you know, we'll it's time for us to save it with our Hollywood know-how. It's like, oh, a little cartoon. Oh, it thinks it's so popular. Well, we'll show them how entertainment is really done. And meanwhile, it's like you said, quotas and checkboxes. They're like, it's like they definitely need to be talking about where they're going instead of making the audience care about what they're doing. It's like, I know what people want, and what people want is something that doesn't challenge them, that they can watch out of the corner of their eye while they're doing dishes. That's what gets views. And that may be true for some, but that's going to anger a lot of people who are expecting something a little bit more elevated. I'm going to have to go in a second. I hear my whole family is up. Let's say up. I must get to be joining them in a second. Yeah, a lot of the writers probably are looking at this stuff and saying, well, this is crap, you know. Never mind, the fans love it. I know how to save it. It's like, why would you do that? Why do you want to do that? Little adjustments. 100 Years of Solitude is amazing. Yeah, there's, you know, probably weren't any interfering entities that, forced 100 Years of Solitude to, like, have a cameo with The Rock in it, you know? Okay, this is getting there. There's really only small things remaining now. We don't need to rush them out. We're gonna tackle this maybe later today, maybe at midnight. I'll hop on and finish it off. But for now, we are gonna leave it be at this point. One of the actors didn't want to take the role because he cherished the book so much, and the director insisted. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. People having artistic integrity. It's a rare thing. What time is it now for you? It is 8 a.m. All right, I'm going to do my thumbnail. That looks cool. All right, everybody, I got to split. Everybody have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Peace, y'all, and catch you next time. All right, adios.